Katie.
Hi, Callie.
How are you doing today?
Not really great, actually.
No?
No. I'm having a really hard time with school right now. And like work. I don't think I'm going to be able to graduate this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, it is.
We just want to back up really quick before we get into it.
Okay.
Have you ever talked to a counselor here at the school before?
Like a couple of times, just about like career planning.
Okay. Has anyone ever talked with you about confidentiality?
No.
Okay. So I'm just going to go over it really quick. I just want you to know that anything that we say in this room stays in this room between you and me. I'm not going to share this information with anybody else unless you give me permission to do so.
Okay.
Or unless you tell me that you're going to hurt yourself or hurt someone else. If you disclose any child abuse, or if I'm ever subpoenaed to court to talk about this.
Okay.
Okay, but other than that, everything that we say stays in.
Okay, so you're not going to tell my mom?
I'm not going to tell your mom
Okay.
unless you give me permission to do so.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Do you have any other questions about it? Okay. So Principal Gibb asked that I call you in today. Because you've been missing quite a bit of school, and
Yeah.
now you're telling me that you don't think you're going to graduate. Can you tell me a little bit more about what's going on with that?
Yeah, well, I guess I've just like missed a lot of school because my family doesn't have like a ton of money, so we almost like lost our house. So to help out, I went out and got a job, but my job like runs the same time that school runs, and I don't want to be homeless or like see my family be homeless. So I've been skipping school just so that I can go to work and like help pay bills. But it's gotten to the point where I've missed so much that I think I'm like on probation and I'm gonna get kicked out.
You've got a lot going on. That's a lot of stress to have to deal with.
Yeah.
So you decided to go and get a job because your family's not making enough money to make ends meet?
Well, yeah, because it's like me and my mom and my two sisters, but my two sisters are younger, and it's so expensive to like live in the city, and my mom had like a back injury last year, so she lost her like good job, and now she can only work part-time because she doesn't, like her body can't really withstand working like normal hours. So I went out and got a job like stocking shelves at Safeway, but they can't like have me work in the evenings. They need me during the day. So I'm missing a lot of school, and I'm finding it really hard to like balance homework and stuff. Like I can't get my assignments in on time, and my grades are just like dropping.
Well, that would be really tough too if you're not in class to do some of the work, you know, if you have to be at work and then you're trying to complete the assignments on your own time after work, plus all of the family stress that you probably have to deal with in the evenings as well.
Yeah.
Like that's a heavy workload.
Yeah, sometimes I don't even like have time to do homework. I just hand in like half assignments.
That's kind of the feedback that I've been getting from some of your teachers, is that you're trying to keep up and you're trying to hand your stuff in, and that you're really giving it your best effort, but because you're not actually in class some of the time, that's not really helping.
No. Because I'm just really, I really don't want my family to get kicked out of our apartment. Because like right now we're in like a 1-bedroom and a den, and there's 4 people there, but we can hardly make ends meet. Like I thought if I got a job stocking shelves that like I could get discounts on food, so that I could at least be able to feed my family, and it, like they don't do that, I guess.
And you're 17, right, Kelsey?
Yeah.
Can't even imagine that kind of stress to go to work and to want to get discounts on food. So you picked a job where you could work with food and maybe get a discount on groceries to help your family that way as well. That's such a big undertaking that you've put up upon yourself, but
it's hard. Like my mom really wants me to finish school and to graduate with everyone else, because before like her back injury and before I had to move into this apartment and before all of this started, I had like really good grades. I thought I was gonna like maybe get scholarship for university, now, like, I didn't even apply for universities this year. I don't even know what I'm gonna do in the fall. I'll probably just keep working because my mom can't afford rent. But she wants me to go to school so bad, but if I stop going to school, then we lose our house.
How do you feel about your grades dropping? Because it sounds like the way that you talk about it, like that you were really proud that you were getting such good grades and might get a scholarship.
Well, yeah, like I was like that nerdy kid who always had like really good grades, and I thought for sure that I would be going to school in the fall because I have always like not really been great at sports, but really good in class and stuff. And I totally thought that I was going to be going to university, and that was always on my game plan. And then this all happened, and now I don't even know what to do. All of my friends got into universities; they already know where they're going, and I don't even know where I'm going to go.
So on top of everything else that's already going on, you had this big dream of going to university,
Mm-hmm.
and that might not happen now as well.
Mm-mm.
So did all of this start with your mom's back injury last year?
Yeah.
So what happened with that?
She used to work in a warehouse, and I don't know if something fell over and like knocked her down, but then she like really couldn't work for a long time, so she's on like workers' compensation, and then they put her into this like physio and go back to work partner program, but then it didn't work out. Like her back is just still so bad, and I think she needs surgery, but of course she can't make any time for that. She has to raise 3 of us. And like since then we lost our house that we lived in. We still live in a townhouse, and like my mom got paid really good because she was supervisor of the floor, and then now she can't even work at the place where she used to work because her back was so bad.
Do you have any other like family or close friends involved that are giving you and your mom some support right now?
My grandma and grandpa live in the city, and they live like up in the northeast, but they're retired and they don't really have like a ton of money, so they'll babysit for like my younger siblings, but it's hard because they're like in their late 70s. They're old people and they like to like nap and stuff, so they don't have a ton of money either because they're retired. So like they support emotionally, I guess you could say. Like they're always there when we need them, like if I call and I need help, but they don't have a lot of money to help support.
Okay, so more of emotional support rather than financial support.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there another parent in the picture?
No. No, my dad left when I was like, oh god, I think I was 6, and my other siblings were like 4 and 2. I don't even know where he lives now.
So you haven't had contact with him for a while?
No, none.
So it's you and your mom and your 2 sisters against the world?
Pretty much, yep.
And your grandparents?
My grandparents, yeah.
So do you know if your mom has more of a long-term plan for how this is all going to work out with finances and her injury recovery?
Well, we moved because we couldn't afford our old house, and she knew that she would have to like save money to be able to afford not working at all in order to do like the surgery on her back to help her out. So I think that was part of her plan, but I don't know, like we've always just kind of like just been able to make ends meet, it kind of seems. So this has really thrown like a wrench into the works, I guess you could say, for everyone. I know that she will have to take time off after her surgery, but I don't know like how long or when it's even scheduled, nothing like that.
So is there anything that you could think of that I could maybe help you with, like in regards to school or any support that you might need?
Like, I really need to figure out a way to balance like school and work. Because like I said, those assignments they are getting in, but they're not very well. Like, I don't know, maybe there's a way that I could set up like tutoring or something for like an hour where I can maybe get caught up on my courses. I don't know.
Have you ever considered getting a job where you could work more evening shifts rather than during the day?
Yeah, I guess I didn't really consider that. I just thought like I finally got a job, I'll just stay where I am. I mean, where I live, there's a lot of like big box stores like Walmart and stuff. So maybe I could get a job there, like in the evenings. That would probably help.
Sometimes once you get one job, just that feeling of security and stability is like all you're looking for.
Yeah.
And then you just get kind of comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Is that sort of how you've been feeling with this
Kind
job?
of, yeah. Like I thought I was really lucky to get this job because I haven't even finished high school, and now lots of places want you to have at least your high school. I just felt like grateful for the opportunity, and even though they couldn't like make the hours work with my school, I was just so thankful that I could at least have some money that I could help out with bills and stuff.
So do you think that you would be open to putting the job that you have now on your resume and then maybe applying for some other jobs where you could work a different shift and make a few classes?
I think that might be able to work. Like my supervisor, she kind of knows what's going on and stuff. Because she was wondering why I wanted a job when I wasn't even done high school. So she's kind of been really supportive in those kind of ways. And I think that if I asked her and explained, she would be maybe like a good reference.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Another option that you could potentially have would be to switch school around a little bit. So I don't know how attached you are to a traditional classroom setting, but there are lots of other school programs in the city where you can take modules home and do them, or you can do them online, if that's something that you would maybe consider if you want to stay at the job you have.
Is that like that school where kids can go anytime that they want? Like it's called like Discovering Choices or something?
Discovering Choices, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my friend Cassidy was telling me about that. That might work. I guess I would have to see, because it seemed like I've sat in a classroom my whole life. So I would probably want to like check out this school to make sure it's not like some ghetto school before I go there.
There's a couple of different campuses, so we could find the one that's closest to your house. But it definitely depends on your style of learning. Like if you